Looks like everyone's getting a head start planning for their small business in 2025. We've got a stack of articles here all about the trends to watch out for. One from Forbes, one from the U.S. Small Business Administration, and another one from CEO Today.
Okay.
And they're saying AI is going to be like everywhere. The creator economy has got to blow up, and social media, forget about it. It's going to be even bigger than it is now.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting.
But there are a few things that might actually surprise you,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to like what customers are going to expect.
Right.
So let's just jump right in.
Okay.
Forbes is saying that the creator economy is going to be huge in 2025. Like we're talking $480 billion. Huge.
Wow.
What's really fascinating to me is what that means for like individual entrepreneurs. You know, like you could actually build a business around what you're good at and what you're passionate about and
Yeah.
connect with people directly online.
Yeah, it's true. It's like it evens the playing field a little bit. It's not just these big companies anymore. You can have your own platform and reach your customers.
And that's where social media comes in, right?
Exactly.
Both Forbes and CEO Today are saying that it's just going to keep growing. Forbes even predicts that more people are going to be watching social media than like regular TV, cable broadcast.
Yeah,
All those.
it's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah,
But it just goes to show you that you got to have a good online presence as a small business. Like, you just can't ignore it.
right. It's not an option anymore.
Nope. You got to figure out where your people are hanging out online and meet them there.
Yeah, like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Where are they?
Exactly.
I'm kind of curious about this whole AI thing.
Yeah, me
So
too.
all three articles talk about it, but they all have different perspectives.
It's true. It seems like AI is finally becoming something that's useful for small businesses. Like, it's not this far off concept anymore.
Right.
Forbes is talking about AI for engagement. Like,
Yeah.
they even mentioned Instagram's new AI chat feature.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. But then the SBA is saying that AI can, like, help you do things faster and be more productive.
Yeah, they said that 53% of small businesses are already using AI-powered chatbots.
Have you ever used one of those?
Oh yeah, chatbots are a lifesaver. They can take care of so much customer service stuff and free you up to actually focus on growing your business.
It's a game changer.
Definitely.
Yeah, like imagine having like an AI assistant to handle your schedule and answer customer questions.
Right, and like analyze all your data and help you make smart decisions.
There
It's
you
not
go.
about robots taking over, it's about working smarter.
I like that. Working smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
Okay, so another thing that Forbes talked about was authenticity, especially for small businesses. They actually said that 90% of consumers care about a brand being authentic.
Makes sense.
And they have this great quote that I just loved. It said, "If you as the owner can't answer your why, how can your customer?"
Ooh, that's a good one.
I know. Like, what makes your business unique? What's your story? People want to know.
It's all about connecting with something real, something they can believe in.
Exactly. CEO Today made another good point about convenience.
Yeah.
Customers really want things to be easy.
Yeah, they're all about that. But it's not just about being fast. It's about creating a really smooth and enjoyable experience for the customer at every step.
Like from the moment they find your business to the moment they get their product or service.
No. Think about how you can make things easier for them.
Yeah. Like what are the pain points?
Right. Can you make your website easier to use? Offer more ways to pay? Like just little things that make a big difference.
I think people really appreciate that.
They do. Now, the SBA brought up something kind of serious that I think a lot of business owners forget about cybersecurity.
I know it's like something you don't want to think about, but you have to be prepared.
You really do.
Yeah.
Especially as your business moves more online. Cyber attacks are becoming way more common, and you got to protect yourself and your customers.
Definitely. They suggested things like training your staff and securing your networks.
Right. And keeping your software updated and using multi-factor authentication.
That's such a pain sometimes.
I know, but it's so worth it.
It's like an extra lock on your digital door.
Totally. A cyber attack can ruin your business, so you got to be proactive.
Okay, so on a happier note, the SBA also talked about how important the customer experience is.
Right.
They said that like a personal touch can really make a small business stand out.
Especially in a world that's becoming so digital.
Yeah, it's about that human connection.
Exactly. Like, how can you make your customers feel special? Maybe send a handwritten note or give them a call. Just little things that show you care.
It makes a difference.
It really does. Now, this last thing from CEO Today is pretty interesting. They said that more and more people are becoming entrepreneurs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they think it's because people want more independence and because traditional jobs aren't as stable as they used to be.
I can see that.
It's a really exciting time to be an entrepreneur. You can create something new, something you believe in, and build a business that reflects your values.
That's really cool.
It is, and it's a lot of work, but it's worth it.
Definitely.
So what do you say? Ready to dive into some of these trends in more detail?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, let's start with, it's like you're in control, right? You make the decisions, but you got to know what's coming. And these articles have some good stuff about that, like how small businesses really need to step it up.
In what ways, though? Like, what should we be thinking about?
Well, we were just talking about how important convenience is, right? But the SBA is saying that the whole customer experience is super important, too.
Okay.
Like, it's not enough to just be fast. You got to make it an experience they'll remember, something that makes them feel valued.
That's kind of tough, though, isn't it? Like, how do you make things convenient and NDD personalized? Doesn't that kind of contradict each other sometimes?
Yeah, you're right. It is a tough balance. But think of it this way. Convenience is like taking away all the annoying stuff and making things easy.
Right.
And a good customer experience is like adding that special touch, showing them that you actually care. So it's not one or the other, it's both.
So how can small businesses, like, actually do that?
You just got to be smart about it and get creative. Like, let's say you have an online store. You can make the checkout process really smooth and easy. Right.
But then you could follow up with a handwritten thank you note or a personalized email. It's those little extra things that make a big difference.
I get it. It's about going above and beyond, not just doing the bare minimum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remember what we said about authenticity?
Yeah.
People can tell when you're being real, and they like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so CEO today said something about customers becoming more picky.
Oh, yeah. Like they're more demanding now.
Basically, yeah. They called them discerning consumers, which means they know what they want, and they have a lot of options so they can afford to be choosy.
I mean, that's true. I do a ton of research before I buy anything.
Right. They're looking for businesses that share their values, that offer amazing service, and make everything super easy. They're not just buying a product, they're buying into, like, a whole idea.
A lifestyle.
Yeah. So how can small businesses keep up? It's a lot to live up to.
It really is.
But here's the thing. Small businesses can actually be better at this than big companies.
Yeah.
They can move faster and be more responsive.
Oh, that makes sense. They can build relationships, personalize things, and really cater to their niche. That's where they can shine.
It's like playing to your strengths, right?
Exactly. And being proactive, like thinking ahead and anticipating what your customers need and always going that extra mile to make a good impression.
So we talked about AI a little bit before.
Right.
But CEO today is saying that it's going to be even more important for businesses in the next few years. And not just for customer service.
No, they're saying it's going to be everywhere, like streamlining all your internal processes and helping you make better decisions. It's all about using data to make your business better.
So it's not just chatbots anymore. It's like AI is helping businesses run more efficiently at every level.
Exactly. Like imagine AI looking at all your customer data and figuring out trends and predicting what they'll do next. That could help you with marketing inventory, even product development.
That's kind of scary, but also really cool.
It is a little bit of both. But CEO today also talked about the need for AI regulation. Like, we need rules to make sure it's being used ethically.
Yeah, that's important. We don't want AI to take over the world or anything.
Right. It's got to be used for good, not just for profit. And businesses need to be transparent about how they're using AI. It's all about trust.
Man, there's a lot to take in. It could be kind of overwhelming to think about all these changes coming up.
I know. It's a lot. But remember, every challenge is also an opportunity. You just got to be open to change and willing to adapt.
Okay, I like that. So what can small businesses do to get ready for all this?
Well, first, you got to stay informed. Keep reading articles like these. Go to conferences, watch webinars. Knowledge is power.
Makes sense.
And don't be afraid of technology. AI is not the only thing out there. There are tons of tools and platforms that can help small businesses. Don't be afraid to experiment and find what works for you.
It's all about learning and adapting.
Yes, exactly. And being resilient. Things are going to change fast, so you got to be able to bounce back from setbacks.
That's a good point. Entrepreneurship isn't easy. It takes a lot of hard work and determination.
It does. There will be challenges and failures. But if you can learn from those experiences and keep moving forward, you'll be successful.
So it's about having that grit and not giving up.
Exactly. You got this. Okay, so we've been talking about social media a lot.
Yeah.
But CEO today had some really interesting things to say about how social media marketing is changing.
Okay, I'm all ears. What did they say?
They said that social media is going to be even more important for small businesses in 2025.
Oh, wow.
But the old ways of doing things might not work anymore.
So what's changing? Like, what do we need to know?
There are a few key trends that I think are really important to talk about.
Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so what are these new social media strategies we need to be thinking about?
Well, CEO today says we're going to see a lot less of that traditional advertising,
Yeah.
and more content that's interactive and personalized. Like, think engaging videos, behind the scenes stuff, user generated content, things
Right.
that get people talking and build a community.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
People don't want to be sold to all the time. They want to feel like they're part of something.
exactly. And that's especially true for younger people. They mentioned TikTok and Instagram specifically as places where businesses can really connect with that.
Yeah. Are you using those platforms for your business yet?
Hi.
Still trying to figure out TikTok.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it seems like it's all about like those short, catchy videos, right?
Yeah, you got to grab their attention quick.
Yeah.
But it's not just about making videos. It's about talking to people, responding to comments, getting involved in trends. It's about relationships, not just broadcasting.
It sounds like a lot of work.
It can be, but it's worth it. And it can be fun, too.
Hmm.
Oh, they also talked about influencer marketing.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that,
Yeah.
but I don't really get it.
Yeah.
What's the difference between like a micro influencer and a macro influencer?
So micro-influencers have a smaller following, but they're really engaged.
Yeah.
Usually they focus on a specific niche. Macro-influencers have way more followers, like hundreds of thousands or even millions.
Yeah.
Both can be good for small businesses.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you're trying to do and how much you can spend.
It's about finding the right fit, right? Someone who gets your brand and who your customers will actually listen to.
Exactly. And get this, CEO today said that businesses are getting like a huge return on their investment with influencer marketing, like an average of 5.78 cents for every dollar they spend.
Wow, that's a lot.
I know. It's pretty impressive. But going back to that authenticity thing,
Right.
you got to make sure that your influencer marketing feels genuine.
How do you do that?
Be picky. Choose influencers who actually like your product or service and who you can build a real relationship with, not just someone who's going to take your money and post a picture.
So it's not just about how many followers they have. It's about finding the right match.
Exactly. Okay, last thing. CEO today said that customers are getting more and more interested in sustainability and ethical business practices.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's not just about the product anymore, right? People want to know that the businesses they're supporting are doing good things.
Right. They're thinking about the environment and social issues, and they're willing to spend more money on businesses that share their values.
Yeah, it's about transparency, too.
Yeah.
Like, where do things come from? How are they made? What's the impact?
Exactly. Transparency is huge. And it can't just be words. You got to back it up with action. People can tell when you're faking it.
So it's about doing what you say you're going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, phew. We covered a lot today.
I know. We talked about the creator economy, social media, AI, authenticity, convenience customers, getting more picky, entrepreneurship, cybersecurity, sustainability, and all that new stuff with social media marketing. My head is spinning.
I know, it's a lot. But it just shows you how much opportunity there is for small businesses.
Yeah.
It's going to be an exciting few years.
So what's like the one thing you would tell small business owners to focus on?
Be ready to adapt. The world's changing fast, and the businesses that succeed are going to be the ones that can change with it. You got to be open to new ideas and new technologies, and always be thinking about what your customers need.
It's about being proactive,
Okay?
not just waiting for things to happen.
Exactly. Don't try to predict the future. Just be ready for anything. And remember, entrepreneurship is a journey. It's not about the destination, it's about the ride.
There are going to be good times and bad times.
Yeah.
But if you're passionate and you're willing to learn and grow, you'll make it.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So what's your business story going to be in 2025? Think about that. Thanks for joining us.